Hello and welcome to That's the Point, the place we talk about construction technology. I'm Jonathan Stickle, joined by my colleague, Corey Meyer. Corey, how are you doing today?
We're done with storms. We're done with power outages. You had a baby.
Yep, done having babies.
Not
so,
you. You didn't have
well,
a
yeah,
baby, but congratulations nonetheless.
Thank you very much. But we're done with a lot of things.
Yeah.
We're back. So today we have a less than riveting topic, but a very necessary one to discuss, and that's Trimble protection plans.
Yeah, and as we jump into this, this is a topic that comes up quite often, especially on the pre-sale and immediate post-sale side, right? Is like, all right, what do you guys, when we're talking about extended warranties, that old term of extended warranties, like what are we talking about? And we thought it was important to take just a couple minutes to kind of discuss what the options are, and with the idea being that there's no perfect answer for everyone, right? This is definitely one of those things that it depends on how your company's structured, how you cost stuff out, how you build up your capital expenses, stuff like that. Even looking back at my own life, like I know that for in my house, right? Like I know it's an automatic thing. When we buy a dryer, we always buy an extended warranty with it. Because I'm gonna burn up a dryer. Like maybe I shouldn't put rugs and stuff in it, but I mean, it's just a reality that we have that we know for that particular purchase, like it needs to have an extended warranty. And I think a lot of times when we start talking about these Trimble protected plans, it's kind of the same thing, right? It's something that if you know it, you need it kind of thing, and it's something that you maybe experienced. This is an investment. I think that's what you're going to go into, and it's about protecting that. And for some companies, that's a more important process.
Yeah, absolutely. Like this equipment is an investment. It's a value add for your business. You're using them on job sites that have a lot going on, a lot of different variables.
Outside of your own control, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of different variables and stuff outside your control. You're definitely going to use these in like harsh environments and things like that. So these can protect you.
Yeah, and it's a value proposition. And for those that want to start thinking about it from if it makes good business sense, they're definitely a viable option. It's something that we definitely have seen customers get good value out of over time. So
okay, so there's two main options. So let's take a closer look at what these have to offer.
So first up, we've got the Trimble Protected Plus plan, which there's a lot of P's in all this, but what does that exactly cover?
Yeah, so this basically extends the manufacturer warranty, and it offers protection against wear and tear, except for cosmetic damage. If there's dings and dents, doesn't cover things like that as long as the equipment is still functioning. Environmental damage, surge protection, as long as you're using the Trimble power adapters that come with the equipment. Parts and labor coverage is included, firmware updates for the RTS and the scanners. And also, if you were to sell the equipment, that protection plan follows the serial number.
Right, so just like the factory warranty. So, and even coming back through a trade or something like that, it can definitely stay with the gear, so that there is some value in there that can be recaptured.
Yeah.
So what's some other benefits of that, maybe?
Yeah, so the other benefits is just avoiding unexpected and unbudgeted repair costs. I mean, if it's not budgeted for your robot to have wear and tear items or like repair things and things like that, that can, say back.
Yeah, and it really depends on how the business is structured, right? And it's definitely a pain point for a lot of construction firms is they're so focused on the project budgets and the actual like equipment budgets. So those capital expenditures are really, really tied down to, to make sure that you have a fixed cost model. And this gives you complete predictability as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, so also you're able to lock in tomorrow's repair costs at today's prices, which is always a good thing.
We try our best, but there are some realities in the world that those prices do fluctuate, mostly up over time. So, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and for those who want the ultimate peace of mind, you can purchase a Trimble Protected Premium Plan with accidental damage on the hardware, and this is for 5 years. So this was a pretty big thing that Trimble released at the end of last year.
5 years is a long time.
5 years is a long time. So this Trimble Protected Premium Plan would cover against drops, falls, liquid spills, and broken tablet screens for 5 years.
So all the terrible things that we really have nightmares about when we're talking about technology on a job site, it covers that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So like picture this for you, Corey. So you're walking through your job site with your tablet, and you happen to trip over some debris. Your tablet falls, the screen shatters. That would be covered under this Trimble Protected Premium Plan. Imagine that
your shin might not be.
Your shin might not. Your shin will still be hurt. But imagine you're done working at the end of the day, and you place the robot behind your truck, and you forget that it's there, and you put it in reverse, accidentally back into the tripod. The robot tips over. That would be covered.
This is not hypothetical. We've heard this.
Yeah, these actually happen more often than you would think, which is why these are now included with the accidental damage. But those type of scenarios that we hear very often, we tipped over some paint got over on the tablet screen or liquid got onto the tablet, things like that, things that are accidents that happen pretty, I don't want to say like very regularly, but they happen more often than we would think. Those would be covered.
So in the case of the accident or in case of this type of damage, then what happens? What does the plan then do?
Yeah, so I mean, it would pretty much cover repairs, up through that 5-year time period. And then if it couldn't be repaired, then you'd get one replacement within that 5-year window.
Right. So it's up to complete repair, but then after that, then if it can't be repaired, they give you a new one. And is there any deductible or additional cost or anything like that? So it's truly just a fixed cost. You pay that
fixed cost
at the out time. Now and there is no and do you have to pay for any kind of labor or anything else to the service center or anything like that while they're discovering all this?
Nope. Yeah, it's all included with that fee for the production plan. So for this one, the one caveat on this does need to be purchased at the time of a
right.
new
You can't purchase that like 3 years on. Like
Correct.
You can't tag that
at the time of purchase.
Yep.
Yeah.
So and then what type of equipment is covered by this policy?
Yeah. So total stations, scanners, GNSS receivers, and tablets.
Okay. So all the serialized expensive stuff. Pretty
Yes.
much. Okay. And then when you get that replacement, like say something bad happens, you have to get your equipment replaced. It does come with. Does the new equipment then start with the new factory warranty?
Yes. So it'd be a brand new. So in that instance, it would be a brand new piece of equipment, which would come with the standard factory warranty.
All right. That sounds great. So let's talk about it. What's not covered in this premium plan?
Yeah. So what's not included is cosmetic damage, dings, dents. As long as the equipment is still functional, cosmetic damage is not covered. Also, it doesn't cover stolen equipment. So if the equipment is stolen, that still would not be covered under either protection plan.
And what about like if we decide to like launch this thing down an elevator shaft or anything like that?
Yeah, that abuse is not covered.
Using it in the trebuchet that you built in your backyard, that does not work. Okay.
No. Nope.
So, all right, so it can't be lost or stolen, it can't be abused. And then in the cosmetic stuff that doesn't really affect the operation of the instrument, but that's really it. So, wow.
Yeah, so kind of like in closing, the Trimble protection plans offer you worry-free coverage so that you can keep your business running, minimizing unnecessary downtime, and improving your overall efficiency. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your local Building Point representative. We're here to help you out. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all the latest tips, tricks, and pointers. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on That's the Point.